ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਦੋ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਹੈਲੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਚਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਹੈਲੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੇਵਿਡ ਬੈਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਐਲਨ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਨੂੰ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਮੰਤਵ ਹੈ। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦਾ। Welcome to the program.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. So David, we'll start with you. How did you get the idea of starting this Hello project and what it is all about?
Harpreet, the idea came to me after I, almost by accident on the internet, came across some material about a big study that the Vancouver Foundation had done in 2012. And they for 1 year, they interviewed 4,000 residents right across Metro Vancouver, so in Surrey and Langley, all the way to North Shore, etc. And they spoke to about 300 charities and 104 community leaders. And they asked them one question: what do you think is the biggest problem? What should the Vancouver Foundation is the biggest foundation in Canada. What should we make as our #1 priority? And they expected that they would get issues like the cost of housing, or maybe crime, or public transit. But what was a clear #1 was what we call social isolation. So that's just, to some extent, people being lonely, but also that they don't feel that the society, when in the community, is very welcoming. People's sort of their circle of friends and people they are close to gets smaller.
And nobody's coming forth and talking to each other.
There is far too much people in social services, they like to call it silo, which is from a farming expression, which is where you put the grain in there so this is one silo for corn, this is another one for rice, this is another one for something else. So people they are in an age silo from their generation, also from their language, and some other factors.
We'll talk about this after talking to Alan. So Alan, how did you get involved in this project?
I work with New Way Community Society down in downtown Eastside, Vancouver. And last year, David came as a volunteer with us, and I heard about Hello Project. And since then, the Community Society has adopted Hello, and I now work completely with Hello.
So now you've talked about the silos which exist over here. The communities which come over here, they feel more encouraged to be in those silos because not much is being done to encourage them to come out of those silos and start interacting with each other. When you're on the streets, now with the passage of time, I came here about 12 years back and I used to see that people used to greet each other, there used to be a smile, but that is diminishing day by day, and it's a major matter of concern. Our youngsters are mostly busy on their own iPhones or iPods, and they don't feel that obligation, I would say, to even pick up their head and greet each other. So this trend which is going further, how will this Hello project be a kind of a paradigm shift, I would say?
Well, paradigm shift is we hope that it will be that. Because it gives people permission. If I saw you, Harpreet, on the street in a coffee shop, in the SkyTrain, I might not, I would, unless you sat down next to me. If you sat next to me, the kind of person I am, I might try to say something about the weather. But the thing is that I can't be sure that you could speak English, or that you want to talk to me. Maybe you are. So you're right. The silo, this is what people say in Canada. In the first generation, we expect people to settle and stay pretty much amongst the groups with which they are familiar, coming from another place. In the second generation, the difficulty with that is that there are so many people, particularly from the world's 2 most populous countries. Of course, many people will come here from China and India. If you keep getting new people, then what happens is that you start to create a culture, and that's the accepted default position. And then later on, it's almost like a local accent that develops, where people don't feel comfortable, or they just leave other people alone that don't want to be left alone. It's a very difficult, you have to kind of, it's a line which we must keep one leg on either side of it.
So Alan, how are you going to break this barrier now? What means and tools are you going to adopt so that this Hello project, so that when one sees each other, they come to know at least, you know, it's a symbol, we need to greet each other?
Well, it's a very simple thing, and it's what made me feel so comfortable about getting involved and excited with Hello, and that is the goal to help people become more friendly by wearing a button that may say hello or have an icon on it, and we're still working on that.
Right.
So that at least we break the ice. At least there's a hello, there's a good morning, there's how are you today. And if it's in a coffee shop, maybe a little extended chat. It might even evolve into friendship of some sort.
Okay, so it'll start with that.
Start with that.
And when then, yeah, please.
And then as time goes on, we believe that it'll even help people in their perhaps loneliness or their isolation, that can really solve some of those situations so that they are more whole.
Absolutely. You are planning to hold some workshops also, and when is this project going to be launched?
Harpreet, we're looking at this stage, we think that the first launch will be just over one weekend, which is Fusion Festival.
Right.
So that is a kind of mini experiment. We'll just do one weekend, see if we hand out many lapel pins.
Right.
It will be a little bit bigger than the one that you have there with the Canadian flag, of course, you know, the conventional size.
Okay.
If we give out many of those at this festival, let's see if people wear them and if what happens.
Right.
Then we might, everything still has to be discussed.
Right.
We take a break until early September because we are waiting for the students to come back to SFU Surrey.
Right.
And then that is the area, the core around the Surrey Central SkyTrain, City Hall, the library, SFU, and the Central City Shopping Mall is the pilot project area.
Okay.
You mentioned the workshops. Unfortunately, the workshops are not open to the public.
Okay.
But anybody from a particular kind of group, almost representing seniors or youth or sports or culture, different language group, if they get hold of us, and we have a web page, thehelloproject.net.
Okay. So they can go over there and register for that.
They can register, or we can see how many. It's May 9, 12, and 14.
Okay. And finally, what would you expect from the general public who are viewing this program today, and if they want some more information, where they can get it?
Alan,
they can definitely come to our website and can be in touch with us, and we're happy to get together with anyone who feels that they can offer something, or they would like something from us, or they have ideas.
Thank you so much, and best wishes.
Thank you very much.
ਸੋ ਜੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ, ਡੇਵਿਡ ਬੈਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਐਲਨ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਨਵਾਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਇਹ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਵਜੋਂ ਲਿਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਅੱਜ ਸਮਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ? ਅੱਜ ਸਮਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਕੋਈ ਗ੍ਰੀਟਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ। ਕੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦਾ? ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਸੋਚ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਮਲਟੀ ਕਲਚਰਲਿਜ਼ਮ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਕੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਕਿਆ 'ਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਈਲੋਜ਼ ਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ? ਇਸ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਲੇਬਲ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਬੈਜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੈਲੋ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਟਲੀਸਟ ਇਹ ਇਸ਼ਾਰਾ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਫਿਊਜ਼ਨ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਧਾ ਸਕੀਏ।